So I'm out here in space, and I don't know if I found the right place to be, but that should work out. I'm around 5 kilometers over the, not over the station, a bit to the side. I wanted to get away a bit from the asteroids and the planet's kind of point of entry. The base orbit is there, 3 kilometers away from us. So I hope no incoming ship crashes with it. By the way, we'll come back to the Wednesday episode. So I packed stuff and I took a look at the video. The guy is Daniel Nitschke. This guy made silent videos with cool ideas he had. He stopped doing videos for a while, I think. I didn't take a look if he made new ones. I was subscribed to him for a while. It could be that I still am. So I will leave a link in the description to the video if I don't forget it. I hope I don't forget it. It's relatively easy, and so I brought some more stuff, some thrust components, some more solar cells. We will make a frame and then maybe see if we can pull that off. I hope we are able to do that stuff here. I need to at least point it towards the sun for now. And now don't touch it. I had to guess a bit with some stuff he had on in his video. He had some he had a structure there where I couldn't see all of the stuff, and we will so guess if if I'm putting the right stuff onto this thing. I hope I'm doing that. Okay, we need some solar panels, and we need, the first thing we need will be a gyro. I want to put a gyro down. I hope that's right, because that's the main thing I couldn't identify. If there is gyros on that thing, I hope I'm good with that thing. It should be. Okay, let me bring the ship a bit closer. We also need an antenna later. And the tricky part will be that I have to add kind of external structures. So this thing will be made out of 5 small chips. And again, it is self-stabilizing. I hope this all works out, and I hope I really can pull it off. That would be amazing, because I love the structure. I love how he has done that thing. And man, I hope everything goes well with it, and I hope it works out how we want it to be. I need... okay, I will have to go to the other side. I need to put in thrusters as well. And it's the concept was, when I saw it the first time, I was really, whoa, that's just crazy. And now I kind of get the concept, how he has done it. That makes everything so much nicer when you get stuff like that. Good. Okay, we don't have power right now. We now should have power for the gyro. I want to have the gyro in place there because, again, it is it is needed to protect the thing from completely spinning out. Okay, 3 for some more steel blocks. And this will be a small version. I will make a small version for this thing so that we can transmit a bit of power and see how that concept works. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4 or is it 5? It is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just for now, we go with that. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I do now? 1, 2, 5. 1. Is it 4? Do I have 4 here now? 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. I hope that's right now. Good. Now let's weld that up. Then I add some thrusters. Thrusters are needed too to balance the whole thing. I have the feeling so it needs to stay in place. It kind of anchors itself. It's an amazing concept. I really love that. And we will see how far away we can put them. I don't want to have anything in the way of them. And don't know if that's possible. We can also maybe use that for giving the base on the planet a bit more power. Okay, good. Let me add a solar panel more. Nah. It's hard to get that right. Do I not have any? Oh, okay, let me grab some more things. I think construction components is the thing I need. Or, no, I have construction components. Then I need steel plates. What do I need for them? Why can't I place it? Now, okay, I think I was still in the structure. Okay, this works out. At the moment, it's 4 solar panels. We will grab some more stuff later to add some more solar panels. Then we at least produce more power with this thing than with our rotating system on the moon. So now more of these things. I hope that works out. 1 more. No, place it here. Why can't I place it? Okay, now that should work. No, why is this not working? Why can't I turn it here? Okay, this works. Okay, we will just use it that way then. That's not good and not right, but it needs to be done that way. Okay. Let me place these and then we will I will show you how Daniel Nietzsche did it. So I have all 4 of these landing legs attached to all the axes here. And now I need to place solar panels on them too. I hope it works out, because again, this is very experimental and it doesn't look good. I don't have a ship where I could attach stuff to, because sometimes the landing legs will not adhere to the surface here, and I don't know why. So this one looks very crooked at the moment. So now I have to see how I can place a solar panel on there. I can just attach it here. Or okay, maybe I can attach it that way. That should work out too. That should work out too. Let me place these. It's the principle is so, it is so nice. It is so nice. Good. Okay, this. And now I need thrusters. This is a test version. Again, I will build something like that in the future. Maybe more. Not only this one, large steel tubes. Okay. Because I should pull the ship a bit back. Okay. I don't know if that thing spins out like crazy. I had large steel tubes. Why does it say to me I need large steel tubes? Can't I? Maybe I put them. Maybe I will put them there. That is, these thrusters keep the whole thing kind of in balance. When it's the principle is so neat. It is really, really neat. So you see these 4 thrusters, they are only active when these solar panels are active. So I need to set an override for them, and I will do that by using one of these panels here. Let me go and find it. This one. I will have to remove it once I... So, can I use it? Yeah, without the... I can. Small thruster. The override... It doesn't need to be too much. Just a bit of power that comes out of there. Let us go to... Don't know, 2000. Oh, between 100. Okay, then... Let's go to 5. 600 newtons. That's okay. So, at the moment this thing has no power, so it can't run. And what did I set it to? 5. Let me do that for all, and then I can explain more. So I'm running into a problem here. I figured out how to work this whole thing now, and I can explain that to you. But the power I'm putting out is not enough, because you can see that nothing is running here. This thing just hogs all the power, and yeah, with that I am not able to produce enough power to get the range. There's a range threshold of 10 kilowatts, so I think for every 10 kilowatts I put in, I get more and more range. I don't know exactly, but I can show that to you. The range at the moment is 0.25 kilometers, 250 meters. Amazing. And no receivers in range. So I can as maximum put through 75 megawatts, but I have turned that down to 1 megawatt at the moment because the solar panels incomplete only produce not even 1 megawatt. So I would need to grab more solar panels, and then I should be able to, don't know, at one point power that whole thing up. What I need to do is take a look if the other transceivers also... I don't know. It's the solar panels. I don't have enough power to power the stuff I need for it. I could turn this off, and then let us do that for a moment. Turn this off to see how the rest turns on. It's amazing. So what I struggled with it a bit. What I didn't see is that you have to kind of you have to put shadow onto these solar panels, it seems. And you have to bring down the power of the gyroscope to 1% or something like that. What I don't have at the moment is enough material to shadow all these things here. So plan now is to go down to the surface, bring a bit more steel, bring more solar panels, and see if we can, don't know, bring the power up on this whole thing. And hopefully we are able to don't know, squeeze out power, to transfer power. That's what I definitely want to do. It's it is not, I'm not able to at the moment transfer power, and that's what I want to see in the end. So I don't know how long we are recording for now. It could be for very, very long, and I might end the episode here and see if we, don't know how but we have recorded in editing later. It could be that I come back to you and we build a bit more. I will just go on with it and see. Maybe I produce some episodes for next week also. We will have to see. So ages later, I tinkered around with the whole concept for hours now. The Monday episode was filmed on Friday, also the beginning of the second episode, so this episode. And it does not work. For some reason, it doesn't work. I can show that to you. I've made this thing. This is made out of big blocks. I'm in creative at the moment, by the way, because I wanted to test that. I tinkered around with this thing for days now, basically. And there seems to have been some changes in the way how Space Engineers handles this stuff. We have a center of mass now, but we cannot turn anything around its center of mass. So the whole thing here is based on that. So even a gyroscope with the lowest setting of 1% or even lower is not able to, is able to handle the thrust from thrusters, and is able to withstand that, and it's able to counter the forces that happen there. And so the whole thing just moves in a straight line and is not turning around its center of mass. That's what this whole thing is based on. So it's based on having the thrusters on the outside. We can go there, having these thrusters on the outside, and you can see what work I've done. I thought maybe it is the weight of the whole construction that makes things really problematic. I added more thrusters because the original concept has 2 thrusters, and I moved the gyroscope to the center of mass. This thing is basically in the center of mass now. And yeah, still, again, the forces these thrusters here bring in are not strong enough to turn the whole thing. That could also be the fact that one of these thrusters at maximum settings will take up around 30 kilowatts, and a solar sail in, or a solar panel in full sunlight will produce a maximum of 25 kilowatts. So it's not making enough power even for 2 thrusters. I know that it is unnecessary to test it with 2, basically because 2 thrusters take more power, so they're basically the power is, yeah, kind of halved between these thrusters. It does not work. This gyroscope is set to 1%. It should not put a lot of force on the whole structure, and for some reason it still does. So the thrusters are not overcoming the force the gyroscope puts out to turn the whole thing around the center of mass. That's what should happen. These thrusters that get full power at the moment, the antenna is turned off. So that's basically the other thing. The antenna is it might be good for big solar panels because, again, the power threshold is the same. No, I didn't say that to you. I tried to record yesterday and I told that there. The power threshold of this antenna is 10 kilowatts. So it needs basically 10 kilowatts to, don't know, for a few meters of transfer. So this at the moment, when I set it to full, has only a transfer, not a transfer, yeah, the range of transfer is only 700 meters or so. That's not worth anything when the base is 5 kilometers out, because the solar panel with that would have to be big. So I thought maybe try to use big blocks, because bigger solar panels put out more power and the power threshold is the same. So I would have, I think, a higher range with the whole thing and all that stuff. So, but what you will see here, I'm emulating with reactors, I'm emulating the solar panels, and here I'm doing the same. The whole thing, by the way, I've put antennas and remote controls on it, so I can, if it spirals out of control, I can just stop it. You can see that the gyroscope is set to 1% here, and what I want to test is, or what we will test is the power. The thruster is not set to full at the moment, and we will test that later. So at the moment the thruster is turned off, but I will turn it on. These thrusters should act on themselves. So the fun part is that even with the gyroscope, these thrusters should counter out, or this thruster should kind of counter this thruster. It shouldn't move at all, but it does. So let me start up this thruster, give a bit of speed on it, just to show you a few kilonewtons, just so that we can see that this thing moves now. But it is not moving around the center of mass like it should. It is moving the whole thing like the ships do because of the gyroscopes. Even, by the way, they do that even if I remove the gyroscope. Or I can test that. Let us turn off the gyroscope, see if something happens. Then, the big problem with that is that then now this whole thing is kind of is moving. And it will just still move. This thruster is not counteracting these thrusters. Don't know why. Maybe it is because the automatic settings don't go so high as the how's it called? The power override or the thrust override settings. Let me just toggle that back on. Because otherwise this thing would just speed up, speed up, speed up, speed up. That's the next thing. I even tried to turn off the dampeners, but that does nothing because then it just speeds up, speeds up, speeds up. And we will try if maybe higher forces do something for us. So let's go and see if the small thruster with full power does something for us. No. You can see it goes it just works in a straight line. Maybe there's a bit of moving around the central axis. No, it's not. Center of mass is not working here. So the video is relatively old I took there, and I will still link it because I want to give credit for the whole idea. I absolutely love the whole idea, but it seems that Keen Software House has changed something there, and now the whole thing doesn't work out anymore. So we will have to, scrap the whole solar panel thing here. I will remove this thing, leave this thing in orbit, and maybe later we can see what's going on here, or maybe, don't know, it's an error that's at the moment in the game. I don't really know. People, that's all I can do for today for you, and I will have to find something for Friday, and maybe, don't know, maybe I come up with some ideas. I will try to write a comment about under the video and see if, don't know, there are changes I missed, or there is something really, don't know, something about the whole thing that I completely missed out on. Good people, we will see us on Friday, I would say, and then with a different project, but we will make it around the power transfer. So I will see if we can do something else with the power transfer, or at least show how it works.